Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you for a start of another quest here in White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. And today we're switching things up a bit. I've brought back my second avatar, Rika, to take on this quest that we're doing here in the Dogma Rift. And we're taking on the normal mode, the normal difficulty, for Home of the Knave. And this is a quest that has a very interesting twist to it. It really encourages you to explore as much of this place as you can, and there is a caveat on how you can do it. You're gonna have to fight a lot of the big monsters in this quest, and you have to do so in order to get warp crystals, because that's the only way you can advance properly in order to get the best chance for getting an S rank. So there's gonna be lots of Magi around, and we have to take them all out. Yeah, I'm doing this on normal mode because I don't have Rika high enough yet to be doing this on hard mode, which is at GR 19. But that's okay, because I should be able to still finish this quest rather easily. Yeah, I mean, she does a pretty good job of doing damage, and then Yuli and Caesar pick up the slack, and they get the scraps. So we move on now, and here's one of the big monsters I was talking about. There are going to be lots of rooms where these guys are around, and in order to get a best chance at S rank at this quest, you need to finish off these get 3 of these warp crystals. So kill off as many of these big ugly guys as you can to do it. So we weaken him, and so let's slow him down too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's weak to the lunging slash, lunging strike. Yeah, I'm right on that. It's a lunging strike. So I'll just build up my AC to the point where I can pull off a combo. Let's chip them down, no problem. So how has everyone been doing today? And most of all, have you been enjoying my work so far with doing these various quests for White Knight Chronicles? I know we're down to the 2 weeks to go before the server shut down, so want to make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to find out about what I'm doing and hopefully support me as I get to move on to the full playthrough, which I'll be doing following the conclusion of the online service of the game. And I know a lot of people have already announced that they're moving on to Final Fantasy XIV because that's the next big MMORPG that they want to be a part of, so they're all going to that. But Final Fantasy XIV doesn't really interest me that much. I'm just not feeling it because I struggled so much with playing Final Fantasy XIII, so 14's not really something that appeals to me. But it doesn't matter because I still have this game to play in its entirety here on YouTube. And then in addition to that, there'll be all the other games that I'll be doing as well. So there'll be lots of me to go around, so don't worry. It's not like I'm going too far. So now we have to take on another Iron Golem because we did not get a warp crystal from the previous golems. So we gotta start taking out these guys, and hopefully we can finish quickly enough that we can show off where the S rank can be obtained. So let's keep slashing these fools down. Oh good, weaken the knees. That's what you want to see when you're taking on this quest and you're using the sword like Rika is. That's like a big ham or a big piece of steak that you just want to devour. And so we should be close to getting this fool down. I can't imagine we're too far off. Yep, there he goes. And we still don't have a warp crystal yet. And that worries me a little, because I don't want to spend any more time in this quest than I absolutely have to. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, what are you doing using an axe on a lady? What kind of a gentleman are you? Yeah, we're over here, guys. Might want to pay attention. So let's just stab you for not paying attention to me. That's what the girl craves, is attention. She doesn't have it, she's gonna want it. So down goes that Magi officer, and so we're gonna move on here. And we're going to make the crossover because this room is initially going to be empty that we're going into, but we want to talk to the person in the next room after that. So I'm gonna run by this room for a moment. And then on the other side where you see that white dot, that is where we're going to find someone to talk to, and we have to listen to what he has to say. And apparently he left quite a hole in the wall there. Because look how it's cracked. Then again, that other wall is also cracked. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Okay, go on. And that's where the situation arises where the empty room is no longer empty. We come in here and there's Magi to fight. So let's take him out. Who wants some? Who wants some from a redhead? You're out. And now you're next. Let's go for the swordsman in the back. My sword is stronger than your sword. Because mine hits for way more damage than yours ever will. And down you go. So now back to where we were. Back over here. And we'll pay this gentleman a visit again. Yeah, I am. It is true. Oh. Yeah, you're not dead yet. We should be pretty mad about the fact that we didn't get a warp crystal yet, because if we go over here, this is the first place where we would need to use one. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So as you can see, with no warp crystal, we can't get that platform to activate. Doing so would allow us to get access to one of the rooms where Magi Wizard is located, but since we can't access them yet, we're gonna have to go back a track here. And we're gonna have to hope that we run into another golem, and hopefully he will drop a crystal for us. Because I would like to be showing this off as efficiently as possible, but if I can't, then we're gonna have to do this quest over again. Okay, so this time we're gonna have to hang a left here. We're gonna have to try and do some fancy manipulation here in order to get the opportunity to get access to a warp crystal. So now, if we had come in, been able to use the warp crystal, we would have come into that chamber from the right, and that's where an enemy wizard would have been located. Since we didn't get one, we're gonna have to fight this primeval guardian, and these things are worse than the golems by a long shot. Their thunderstorm spell is incredibly powerful, and as you can see, it's paralyzed me. That's just how strong it is. And yeah, that was not the archer that did that to me, it was the primeval guardian. So let's break his shield. Let's start slashing away on him. Yeah, that took out a lot of damage. Now we get him down to his knees as he takes me out on my gut. And I'll show how I can slash away at you, because that is what I do well. Cutting you down to size. Even though you're getting back on your feet, I've depleted you of almost all of your HP. Should be close here. Get it? Yes, and we got the warp crystal. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so now we gotta go... We're gonna go this way first. And there's a reason why we're going this way. Because if we went up, we would have actually skipped through an important location. And we would have to have made a longer backtrack than we would have needed to. So yeah, there's our friend again, so we just came back to where we were. But now that we have the warp crystal, we can go and use that platform that we couldn't before. So back up these stairs we go. And let's go up here. And we will use a warp crystal to restore its power. And away we go. Now we are where we need to be. So yeah, get the opponents down fast. Target the wizard first, then get rid of everything else. And if you have reliable allies, they'll be able to help you quite easily. And down go the Magi, so that's the first of the 3 big uglies down. So now we're back to where we were previously when we actually got the warp crystal. So now we're going to go and follow the main path again, which is going up this direction. So climb up here. Don't need to use a warp crystal because it's already active. And then we're going to move on to a nice long narrow section with a couple of passages, one of which is of particular interest to us in terms of fighting off the wizards. And if we defeat this primeval guardian, things will be even easier. And provided, of course, we get the warp crystal. Okay, so let's take out the primeval guardian. Well, actually, you know what? Let's take out these guys first. They're just going to be in the way. You Magi officers are going down. Now we focus on you. And hit you with a combo attack. As long as you're within a combo, you can't be affected by getting knocked around by a spell. And that was the wrong attack. And I may have just wanted an opportunity, but I didn't. Oh, thank goodness. So now we just slash away at this fool. And I have to say, in terms of managing our points, we're doing quite well. Of course, it helps that Rika is a swordsman, or a swordsperson, and not a mage. And there's the second warp crystal, and Yuli gained an experience level, which is awesome. Wonderful. So now, let's go over this direction. Because there's another wizard over here. Let's get rid of the underlings first. Who wants some, baby? No matter what rank you are, you're all gonna die. Because I said so. Lots of swords in your gut. And mine has 2 blades to it. And that's pretty powerful. And devastating. So up here we go. So let's find ourselves the wizard. He's right over here. Right where he should be. And we'll start pounding away. Down goes the Magi wizard. And the captain's not that far but gone either. And now go for the commander. Thank you, Caesar, for that little bit of assistance. Yuli, behind you! Girl, you gotta watch yourself. Girl, you gotta watch yourself! So, that's 2 down. 2 wizards are gone. Back the way we came. So, we'll go over here. And then we want to go across to the opposite room because there is another place to use the warp crystal, and that is where the third and final Magi wizard will be. So let's move quickly here. Get across. And up we go. Use the warp crystal. Now, I only got 2 warp crystals. Now, I've actually warped back to where the entrance point is, but there's also a room here that cannot be accessed by going from the south passage. So, this is the third and final Magi wizard. So yeah, if you have a situation where you were able to get 3 warp crystals and not 2, you'll be able to get access to a shortcut to the Black Knave. And so that'll make things a little easier on you. So these commanders are almost gone, and so will the officers as well. And it's Caesar who delivers the winning blow. So all the wizards have been killed off. And we'll be getting a message in a moment telling us that we've beaten all 3 of them. At least we should have gotten the message. So yeah, this is where the final use of warp crystal would have been done. But we don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to make it a point to take a time out here and get back to where the main location is that we want to be going to fight the Black Knave. So I'll be back with you in a moment, so don't go away. Okay, so we got ourselves back to where we got our second warp crystal and where we fought the second wizard. So now we just want to continue here because this is the main path for getting access to the Black Knave. So we'll just come down here, and there are 4 final opponents to take on here. So let's just get rid of them. Yeah, this stupid Magi, they try and fight us off, but we're simply too good for them. They can only hit us for single digits, but we can hit them for triple digits. Who's superior, huh? So we got, well, one more. And if I wasn't seeing things, and I hope I wasn't, but I think he was trying to do some kind of a dance, that Magi officer. In any event, he's down. And so, let's continue on here. This is our last warp platform, so let's use it and go and get ourselves a Black Knave. And so it's marked by that star there, so I'll just go right to it. And so, before I do, I'm going to make it a point to use some quick spells here, like Fortify Plus, I'm going to use that, as well as Haste Plus. And that should be of benefit to us. Okay, so let's do this. So there it is, the big ugly Black Knave. And we're ready to go and unload on this thing. But it wants to unload on us too, so we gotta prevent that from happening. Alright, so let's start by using Shield Breaker. And I missed somehow. Not that time though. So now let's combo like crazy. Combo like crazy! So yeah, definitely the lunging is the right thing to do. Oh, Gear Burst, I don't like the sound of that. Okay, I made it enraged. Ooh. Well, no need to worry. I got a team that's got my backside. Especially on an attack like that, like Dismember. So yeah, we've already got him down to half of his health already. That's pretty good. So just keep doing this. Hits him with the Black Knave. Alright, so let's shield break him. Let's slow him down too. Oh, gotta get that. Gotta get it. Yes! Got it. He's down on his knees. Good. Yeah, I didn't even notice it as I was casting slow. So he's almost down. And we're about to claim victory in yet another quest here in White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. Don't know how many more of them I'll be able to do with Rika, because there are definitely a lot of very, very challenging quests that have to be taken care of with Matthias, because he's the higher GR and he's got more of everything. So we should be near the end here, and this combo will definitely seal it. Yep, there he is. There it is. We've finished him off. Get out of his way and let him fall to pieces. So that took a little longer than normal, but we have prevailed. We have defeated this quest. Home of the Knave on normal mode with my second avatar, Rika. And so, I'm happy to get that one out of the way because I've been wanting to do this one for a while. Now, I didn't get the message that told me that the Berserk had been implemented. And yeah, that worked against us because we weren't able to get around fast enough in order to get the time bonus that was necessary. So unfortunately we only get to A rank this quest because we weren't able to get 3 warp crystals in time. But hey, that's alright. Still got a good total out of this. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching my run here in Home of the Knave 2 on normal mode. And I'll see you in the next quest. And until next time everyone, take care and I'll see you soon.